Hi all, I'm Rekha, the Chief Trainer of KalpaTharu Consulting. In this video, we are going to look into the different development approaches. What is development approach? It is the method used to build a product in a project. The different development approaches are predictive lifecycle, incremental lifecycle, iterative lifecycle, agile lifecycle, and then hybrid lifecycle. Let us first discuss about predictive lifecycle. This can also be called as waterfall method or traditional method. In this method, we are going to come out with a complete plan at the start of the project and manage the project based on the plan. Let me give an example. So before the example, see, when the scope is very clear, then you can follow the predictive life cycle. Let's take an example. The project is you're going to build you're going to construct a building. You're very clear about the details or the scope of the building, the dimension of the building and the interior of the building. Everything about the scope, about the building is clear. Then you can come out with a complete plan before even you start the project. What is the scope, schedule, cost, risk? The complete plan can be developed, and based on the plan is where you're going to build the product. Here and there changes can come. In that case, you're going to follow the change management process religiously and you're going to build the product as per the plan. So this is predictive life cycle, following a building the plan at the start of the project and following the plan is predictive life cycle. Then let's see incremental life cycle. As the name goes by, incremental, the products are being built feature after feature or set of feature after feature. So when we are going to follow this method, when the scope is not clear, when the client is not clear about the scope, then you can follow incremental life cycle. How it works? Let's take the example of building a net banking system for a bank. So we are all familiar with the features. So let us take this example. So the customer is not clear about the end-to-end details or the scope of the net banking system. So he says, we will give the requirement step by step on a periodic basis. So first the client says, okay, let us build or please build us check bank balance. So you build the product, the feature first, and you give it to the customer. Customer starts using it. And then he says, build me download bank statement. You build that and you give it to the customer. And then he comes and says, build the feature as make payment and receive payment. So like this, he comes out with, or he shares his requirement on a periodic basis, a set of requirements or set of features. You keep building at a periodic basis and you're going to give it to the customer for the customer to use it. So the customer is not going to wait till the end of the project, maybe till the end of 1 year or 6 months to build or to get the entire product. You're going to build the product feature by feature based on the customer requirement on a periodic basis. So this is called as incremental life cycle. Then let us see iterative life cycle. What is iteration? Changes. So you would have built the features. Now the customer is going to request for changes. So he says that let's take the same example of building the net banking system for the client. Now the client says you have built the download bank statement, but we want to make changes to the look and feel. And he gives the requirement. You're going to make changes based on the customer change requirement. And then again, he comes and says, I want changes in this features. So till the customer says, okay, you're going to keep accommodating the changes. Got it? So this is called as iterative life cycle. And then agile life cycle, which can also be called as adaptive life cycle. So this method is a combination of incremental and iterative life cycle, which means even in this case, the scope is not clear. Then you're going to build the features on a periodic basis. So first you build one set of features and then you build another set of features and the customers start using it. And then if they have any changes, they are going to come back to you to make changes. So you're going to do build the product in increments as well as going to accommodate the changes in an iterative way, right? So you are building the product in a combination of incremental and iterative. So this is called as agile life cycle. Then comes hybrid life cycle. There are two ways to look at hybrid life cycle. One hybrid life cycle, first let us see. It is a combination of predictive life cycle and agile life cycle. When you're partially clear about the scope, that is, one part of the scope is clear, the other part of the scope is not clear. So the part which is clear, you're going to follow predictive life cycle. The part which is not clear, you're going to follow agile life cycle. To take an example, let's say you're going to construct a building for your client. The client is very clear about the dimension of the building, how many floors, how many rooms, the size of the each and every rooms, that he is clear, but he is not clear about the interior part. So you are going to follow predictive life cycle. That is, you're going to come out with a complete plan at the start of the project for the construction work, the building construction work, and or the structure of the building. But for the interior, you're going to follow agile method, where you're going to build the product in iterative method and incremental method. So this is one hybrid life cycle. The other hybrid life cycle is agile plus agile. See, in Agile, there are various methodologies. We will see that in detail in another video. But now to just name few, Scrum, XP, Kanban, these are few Agile methodologies. If you're going to combine these methodologies and use in your project, that is Agile or hybrid. So let's say you are going to combine Scrum and Kanban together, that we call it as hybrid, or Scrum and let's say XP together, or two agile methodologies in a combination way, or more than one agile methodologies in a combined way. When you're going to use that method, that is also called as hybrid life cycle. So what are the different what are the different agile methodologies, or rather, sorry, what are the different development approaches we saw? Predictive method, incremental, iterative, agile, and then hybrid. Again, in hybrid, we saw two methods. One is predictive plus agile, and the other is agile plus agile. I hope this video was helpful for you to understand the development approaches. We are going to come out with new videos, more videos, to give clarity on or to help you to understand about agile. If you like this video, please click on the like button and subscribe to our channel for more knowledge sharing. Thank you.